Hi Scorpio, welcome to the full moon in Leo for January 25th, 26th, 2024. Full moons close out cycles. We're closing out a cycle here and we're dealing with the trajectory of this reading. The direction it's going in is number 8, which is a lot of energy and power. People around you, they can be powerful people or people who can move you in a particular direction, and they're new supportive connections. So new people, new situations, new connections, and they're supportive. So that's really, really nice. So that's the trajectory of the reading. The focus is the Hierophant. Okay, so organizations, maybe the Hierophant is large organizations, small organizations, traditions, marriage. It's a very traditional card. It's associated with Taurus. You may have to fill out forms. You may have to deal with paperwork, signing paperwork, asking permission. This is the DMV. You may have to stand in line. You know, it can be religion, it could be schools. It's that kind of organizational thing. It is my no card. So you may get a no answer, or you may give a no answer because this is your focus here. So let's see where that's going. And that is the focus for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to go ahead and lay out all the cards. And the first column is where you find yourself at the time of the full moon. Oh, look at that. Talk about supportive friends. Or what you are closing out at this time of the full moon that you are conscious of. You're conscious of finishing something up here. The second column is you and how you're behaving in the situation, what you're thinking, what you're doing. Who you're dealing with, but you, how you're behaving with the people that you're dealing with, right? And then the last column is probable outcome. It's probable because some things we can change, right? Knowledge is power, so you're getting this information, you can change things, but some things you cannot, simply because we came here to have that experience. And again, always for our own internal growth. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Well, we have a couple of interesting cards. This is the Sun in Scorpio, the Six of Cups, and this is also associated with Scorpio. So you're kind of in your own energy, to be honest here. So, Sun in Scorpio. This is a friendly card. It's sharing is caring. It is the past that comes forward again, because there's something there that either people or memories or situations, whatever from the past, come forward again. It's a very sharing is caring kind of card. It's sweet. Where relationships are concerned, it's usually platonic. For me, it is platonic. I know for other people it's a romantic thing, but for me it is not. It's very platonic relationships, but they're kind and they're sweet and they're sharing, and it can be good friends, but even if it is the opposite sex, it's still very platonic. Okay. Now, we are revisiting the past and people from the past and that sort of thing, but also so that we don't make the same mistakes twice. Okay? We're careful not to do that here. The Ten of Wands, you are moving forward. You are finishing up a cycle. So you have a 10 here, a 10 here, and you have death. So for me, that's very much endings. But 10 is ending something while simultaneously beginning something new. The 10 of Wands is taking your responsibilities and moving slowly forward. you may be taking on other people's burdens because we're sharing here, right? Or other people can help you. We do have supportive friendships or supportive connections here. This can also be family. For some reason, I pick up brother for somebody. Okay. This is slow and steady wins the race. It feels quite plodding, and it can be that we see the end in sight, but it's always those last few, the last mile or something that just feels like it's dragging because you can see the end in sight, but you're still not there. But you are taking up your responsibilities and just moving forward. Even if it takes a slow momentum, that's what you're going to do with that Ten of Wands. Okay, then we have, the Five of Pentacles. These are challenges that we face together. So again, those supportive connections, people that are willing to help us out in this situation, could be financially, but it is definitely something of the material world with the Pentacles. 5 is instability. You have 2 of them here. Actually, you have 3. So there is some unstable energy, but it is also changeable, right? It's changing. Something's really changing in our life here. Looks like a big change, though, because it's a triangle, and it's a triangle downward. So that means it's of the material. It's something very physical. So it's not mental or spiritual. It's something very physical, right? The triangle is down. Okay. Challenges that we face together, this can be lack consciousness, and this is maybe something that we want to avoid. There could be somebody in your circle that isn't feeling well, and it could be you, so do be careful when you're taking on responsibilities that you don't hurt yourself, or if somebody's helping you, everybody just mind your health here. It can also be financial instability because I see the Ten of Pentacles here, and we'll get to that in a minute. So it can also be financial instability, but they're sharing. So somebody's helping out here. New connection. Somebody's helping out. This is you and how you see the whole situation. The Ten of Pentacles is daily living costs. It is inheritance as well. So maybe that's where the past comes in, but it is also inheritance. It's also the people that you see on a daily basis, right? So maybe there's somebody that you meet that you see every day, but now you're starting to talk to them, or there's a connection that strikes up, or something like that. It can be financial negotiations, right? And it can also be again, people that you see every day, people that you deal with every day, the barista, the person behind the counter at the supermarket, the guy who pumps your gas, that kind of thing. It's just people that you see on a daily basis, your work colleagues, that sort of thing. However, this is talking about new connections, okay? But there is some sort of instability again here, some insecurities that can come up now. Full moons, right? And we are Scorpio, we are water, so we can pick up on the rise of the tides, or the changing tides. That does something to our internal waters and our emotions. Insecurities and fears can come up. The idea here with this is to face your fears, and they will not have a hold on you anymore. But you can also have very intuitive psychic abilities at this time, or heightened abilities. Watch your dreams. They may have information for you. You definitely need a bit of a rest, okay? Four of Swords. Get things down on paper. It's not time for action just yet, or maybe after the activity you need a bit of a rest. Maybe you're around a lot of people that are draining you. That's also possible here. This is the card of communication. It's like the people that we see daily. And there can be somebody who's crying on your shoulder. Five of Pentacles, right? And that can be draining. And so you need to mind your own health. When you're feeling bad, when you're feeling off, when you're feeling tired, take a rest, even if it's just a little 5-minute cat nap or something like that. Because if you don't voluntarily do it, this card comes with a warning that the universe will help you, and it's always, always better that you volunteer yourself. But at the right moment, you'll pick up this fourth sword and take action. There's just a lot of planning. I highly suggest that you write down, because this is the card of papers and graphs and pie charts and that sort of thing. Okay. Maybe you need to do some budgeting for somebody, or they are helping you with budgets, that sort of thing. But I do see some financial calculations here, whether that's for you or somebody that you're helping out. Don't let your worries take its toll, but it's very possible that you have some difficulty sleeping, and you may need like some little cat naps or something like that around the time of the full moon. Not the whole 2 weeks, but around the time of the full moon. So the 25th, 26th, 2 or 3 days before and after. Okay. All right. Then we have the Death card here and the Five of Cups. Okay, death is transformation. It's the end of a situation transforming into something better. But it can leave you or somebody else a little emotionally off balance. This is the grieving card. It's grief. Maybe you are thinking of somebody who has passed away, and you can feel, because we're talking about memories here. Remember, there's memories that come up. So maybe there are, maybe, it's interesting because it's very possible that you are reliving some memories with some people around you that can kind of bring up this a little bit of sadness, either for you or for the other person, because I do see conversation. And again, these are situations where we're working through challenges with other people. So that kind of thing can come up. Yeah, see, it's very sweet. It's very kind. Reiterating this Six of Cups. These are conversations and invitations. It can be romantic, but it's usually heartfelt, right? And again, for me, this is platonic, so I don't see romance here, but I do see new connections that are supportive. And that's definitely this card. And that's what I mean, like somehow we are supporting other people here. Now, let's look at the triangle upward. It's still very similar, right? Because 5 and 5 is 10. So there is a connection to that as well. And that's more how, I would say, for me, on an emotional level. But how we speak to somebody, how we support them is very kind. And maybe there's some nice invitations. Either you're giving or you're receiving. It's going out, but it's not here. So it could be either way. You may receive some, you may give some. But there are some invitations to have some fun and enjoy yourself and release some of this. And like I said, maybe you're connecting with people that bring up emotions, that bring up past memories, and that sort of help you through it. Now for me, when this knight comes in, and notice the two white horses here in the same stance, right? We may be leaving this difficult emotional period here, and it's time to have some fun. It's time to let go. It's time to enjoy life a little bit. It's kind of like we're the struggle is is over here with that 10 of Wands, right? We're leaving that behind and we're moving on. The Death card, the transformation, is moving on, and we're moving on to some good times. And we may have those little pangs of memories and some things that, we have to release and let go of, but it's being transformed. It's moving on to something better, to happier times. Okay? Okay, let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Okay, so freedom, nice. Let the unicorn set you free is what it says. But in any case, it's freedom. So it's time for the universe, and I put in place of unicorns. there is freedom here, and you can see that transformation. This is the burdens that you're carried and the things that you're moving through, but you have 5 there, so it's changing. All those 5s are changing, and I do feel like your financial status is also going to change because of this, and there may be more money for you as well. I'm picking up. Maybe you get a raise, maybe the help that you're giving, you're receiving something back in kind. Maybe there'll be a nice check from the taxes back for you or something like that with the Hierophant, because we are dealing with organizations. Maybe if you're working for a large organization, there's more finance coming your way. This can be financial negotiations that sort of somehow gives you some freedom here. Okay? Very nice, I think. All's well that ends well. It looks a little bit difficult in the beginning, but things are transforming and getting better. And like I said, planets are moving direct, and that's a nice forward momentum, and that's what these cards are talking to me about here, and in a happier way. Okay, I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for listening. I will return in 2 weeks with a new moon reading, and until then, take good care. Bye for now.